Daniel chapter 4 verses 17, the decision is announced by messengers. The holy ones declare the verdict, so that the living may know that the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth and gives them to anyone he wishes and sets over them the lowliest of people. God speaks, the wise listens. On the 10th of December 2021 during Friday, prophetic service, Prophet Godwin prophesied on an electrocution. These are his words. Watch and listen.
So, can electrical shock, Leo, can electrical shock cause somebody intestines to turn black? I don't know.
Before I give my testimony, let me recall the prophecy that Papa gave. That was last 2 weeks.
So, can electrical shock, Leo, can electrical shock cause somebody intestines to turn black? I don't know. That one you don't know too.
On Friday, I was seated where the media guys, and Papa was giving a prophecy to one guy. All of a sudden, he called me and asked me, Leo, can somebody get electrocution and the intestines will get bent? I said yes. He asked again, and I responded. On Sunday, we had a contract with STC, and that very night they called me for that project. So I arranged with the guy that the next day, Saturday, I'll meet him and we'll see how we'll go by it. So on Saturday, we started the project, and the signboard, they said the minister will be coming to survey all the STC transports, both the 5 regions. So we should put light in their signboard. So we did the outside one, and then with the big one where the bus terminal is, where the bus is parked. So we couldn't finish. Sunday after church, we went back to complete the work. So we were able to install the lighting system. Then we have to now mount the billboard. So myself and the team and one of my boy, including one man who also worked there, they help us, we mount the billboard. So now he left with me to connect. We mounted the scaffold almost 12 feet. I asked my boy to go and connect because it's just a simple connection. He started climbing, then I asked him to come down. I have to go myself because it's only Sundays I rest. I climb, and where I have to get power to connect the billboard, unless I lie on a metal frame before the zinc. So I lie the way of everything, and we're working. I connected. I was working, almost done. Before I asked him, and he was on the scaffold, I asked him to give me sellotape to tape. When I finished, within a minute, I saw myself jerking. The whole metal was grounded. I was there electrocuted 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes. I was just there helpless. And I heard people down there, but then Accra bus wanted to leave. But I heard noise, people were screaming. I was helpless, I was just jerking, seriously. My intestine was just vibrating. All of a sudden, I saw my heart beating fast. Then my lungs too was just beating. And I said, Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. Later on, I can't even mention, I said, Jesus wasn't coming. So, yes, I realized that my breath was going down because I became helpless. This hand was on the metal. I can't lift it. I started hearing scent. It was burning. And this is the sign. It was burning. I could hear the smell, but I can't lift it. I was just there helpless. All of a sudden, I saw my eyes. The mirror eye was just going away. I saw myself close to death. I just saw it. I was just going slowly. And I can't do anything. My breath too was coming down. My lungs. my ribs was paining me, and I didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, I just said to my mind, Lord, I can't die. When I just said that, this hand just moved down, and my guy was able to, he held the hand and he pulled. So when he pulled me, he also had electrical shock. So he fell from the scarf. When I was coming, I didn't know where I was landing. All of a sudden, the scaffold, the edges, there's a metal at the last 4 edges. Then my lower abdomen came and entered. So I was hung there. I didn't know what to do. People were screaming. Some even said they are going to look for stick to come and hit me. So I just have to push myself, and I came and I fell down. When I fell, they were pressing me that I should relax. I said no, they should take me to hospital. Still, they said, you lie down small. They were pouring water on me. So I realized that my breath too was going. It's like God just kept that small breath for me to be alive. So I gathered courage and I screamed. Then one guy went and brought a car to pick me to hospital. When we went to the hospital, to the doctor, about 4 nurses, 1 doctor, they were examining me. They said the way, when we were going to, I was still receiving the shock. The shock was still within me. I was still jerking and vibrating. And we got to there and they examined me and they said, no, this case, they've never received such a case before. Because anyone they bring is whether the person will die on the road or immediately they reach the hospital, the person will give out. But for me, I'm still alive, and they could hear that I was thanking God. So the doctor came and examined. When they saw the metal just cut my, it entered that, it was able to penetrate the 3 skin layer or something. I really don't know what they mean by that. Leg was small for it to get to my nerves, where this leg, I can't walk again. But what is following me is great. So that's what the doctor said. They rushed me to theater and they do what they need to do. So I want to thank God. I want to thank Papa. I want to thank everybody that the devil meant it. And yeah, because the prophecy wasn't direct, I didn't do anything about it. I was just there controlling this light. But now I know that when a prophecy comes and it goes contrary to your business or anything, you have to stand and pray, because you might not know what God is communicating. So I want to thank God and everybody for your prayers and checking on me. Thank you all. Thank you, Pastor.
Disclaimer. It should be noted the prophetic only speaks what it hears from God, and the prophet is simply a vessel, not the originator of the message.